All right, so 2 things. You might be wondering why I'm sitting in front of this Porsche right now. This is actually Charlie's new car. So if you guys follow Charlie, you subscribe to Charlie, you know who Charlie is. He bought this car, he got this car not too long ago, a couple weeks ago, maybe like 2 weeks ago. And ever since then, I've been calling him Porsche Poppy or Porsche Poppy, and he hates it. So I'm sitting in front of this right now as I embark to do this Q&A because I'm hoping that you guys will join our cause, join this cause, and start calling him, start hashtagging, start adding him at Porsche Poppy, because I'm gonna do a bet with him pretty soon, and that's gonna be like my part of the bet. Is if he loses, then he has to change his Instagram name for like a week to Porsche Poppy, and it'll be really funny. But yeah, I'm gonna get into this Q&A. It's been a while since I've done a Q&A. I'm really excited. Oh, the second thing I wanted to tell you guys, tickets just went on sale for the YouTubers Retreat, New York City, and I'm really excited about that. I haven't really even checked ticket sales all day, but in the first 30 minutes, I know that the sales were so much more than the last one that it was mind-blowing. And so I'm really excited about that. But let's get into this Q&A. So I'm going to pull up some photos. Give me a second. Let me load them. How's your day going? Is it going well? I hope so. Mine's been pretty good. I just did some work, made the website live and all that type of stuff. So here we go. Best advice for young entrepreneurs. That's the very first question. I love that question. I think that my best advice for young entrepreneurs at this day and age and at the state of mind that I'm at right now will probably be to think outside of the box. Don't be afraid to go against the status quo. I feel like right now, this day and age, like where we live, the time, the place, I feel like everything is just so open and so ready for entrepreneurship. I feel like just like our world, so connected to social media, everything, like you can create a business and it can be seen anywhere in any part of the world. And I think that that's something unique to our era that we've never had before. And so I think that that's probably the biggest thing. Think outside of the box, see what you can create, and do it. When did you start singing? It's a funny question. I think go ahead, bro. I think that the first, go ahead. The very first time that I started singing was when I was doing musical theater, and I did that pretty much my whole life. But I remember the moment when I realized maybe I can sing outside of musical theater. And I was in 7th grade. I was backstage getting ready for a show. Actually, had my headphones in. I was listening to Chris Brown, Yo, and I was singing that one part where it's like, I wanna be where you are. You know what I'm talking about? That part. And like someone came from behind the curtain. He was like, "Who's that?" I was singing. I was like, "Was that you?" And I was like, "Yeah." And that was kind of the moment I realized if you could do a cover with your favorite singer, 2 singing songs right next back to back. If you could do a cover with your favorite singer, who would that person be? John Legend, no question. That'd be sick. Another music one. When is Javon and Christian music collab gonna happen? It's gonna happen. We've already talked about it. It's gonna happen. But I just want to be consistent enough for myself before I start to work with other people, because I want it to be something that, I have proven to myself that I can do and be competent in before I start to invite other people into my world. You know what I mean? That's just how I am with a lot of things. I like to just make sure like I'm doing it and I'm getting it done before I would like to invite someone else into it, just because I want to make sure that things are being done. What's a good starter camera for a YouTuber? Keep in mind I'm balling on a budget. I think the best thing that I can think of, starter camera, would probably be any of the Sony mirrorless cameras, if you can afford those, just because I think they have great image quality, they have a pretty decent dynamic range, and they also are an affordable price range. And so I think just look at the Sony mirrorless lineup cameras. I think any of those would be a really good buy. Are you still with Alphalete? Of course. Hey bruh, how do you make them shredding songs, and what program do you edit with? I edit with Adobe Premiere Pro, and I actually don't do the shredding songs channel. That's actually someone else that's managing that. So shout out to that guy. And that's also why I don't always put the music in the descriptions of my videos, because I know that there are people out there that are working to get that stuff for you guys, and I want to funnel you guys to them as much as possible because they're working hard. So let them get it. What is your usual routine to get you pumped up? Honestly, just listening to music. You guys follow me on Snapchat at Javon Alvin, and then you know that I literally just I like to jam out in my car. I like to just have fun. I like to, see people looking at me funny, and then I like to see people that go stare at you while you're jamming in your car, and then they'll start to jam with you. It's just such a good feeling. And so I think that's the type of stuff that really gets me pumped up. Music definitely does it for me. How did you get into filming? Why do you like it so much? So I used to do musical theater. I went to college for musical theater initially, and then I changed out of that to one major, and then I changed it to the major that I finally finished, which was communication studies. It's a little bit of a tongue twister, but when I stopped doing musical theater, I was like, dang, I feel like I just had a creative void that I need to fill. So I picked up the camera and it was a lot of fun. And so I think it really worked out. Best compliment you've ever received? That's hard. Wow. That's a tough question. That's a really tough question. Best compliment you've ever received? I think, I don't remember exactly who it was from. It was actually like a stranger, which is probably what made it kind of special. But I remember one time at one moment, a stranger had told me that they just saw me doing things. I think I like helped someone out, like push their car or something like that. And they had seen me do that, and they seen me do a couple things at work and stuff like that. And they kind of came to me and they said that you're a person with a very generous and giving heart, and that that's something that's unique and special in this world. Something along those lines. And I don't know. It makes you feel good, especially coming from a stranger. Like, you never know people are watching, but they are. And so it's like, that's a really, really cool thing. Do you have any advice for working professionals with working schedules? For example, nurses pursuing fitness and bodybuilding. I think the biggest thing is you have to just be very, very good at time management. Because that's something that I even struggle with. Like, I always talk about it. That's my biggest struggle, guys. Like, just trying to do different things, trying to succeed in one area and succeed in another area and succeed in another area. It's really, really hard if you don't have those things in line and you don't say, hey, I have to do this at this time, I have to do this at this time, I have to do this at this time. And I think when you can kind of buckle down and do that and tell yourself the little things are important. If I say that I have to eat lunch at 1 p.m., from 1 p.m. to 1:30 is my lunchtime, don't let anything stop you from doing that, because if you can have that time management, I think it'll help you and give you a little bit of wiggle room for the things that, like, when, certain things come up and you need to, like, wiggle from your schedule. So I think that's probably the biggest thing, is really working on managing your time. Javon, how does it feel knowing that your hard work has paid off? I don't know what you're getting at with that question, but I would say your hard work's always gonna pay off. And I think you should go into that confidently whenever you do anything. You should know that your hard work's gonna pay off, because it will. That's the point of hard work. It's something that's laboring, it's something that's tiring, and it's something that always is gonna reap the benefits. It might take longer sometimes, it might be faster sometimes, but your hard work is always gonna pay off. And so I think, you gotta take confidence in that. I think that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing. When are you visiting Canada? I wanna go to Canada soon. Actually, so we'll see what's up. What is the future with Pardomas? Got a lot of stuff in the works with Pardomas, guys, so I'm going to be doing a lot of workshops with them. They're an amazing company. I'm going to be traveling with them, doing a lot of public speaking engagements, which is something that aligns with a lot of my goals that I'm doing and working on right now. I got a lot of stuff in the works that I want to talk to you guys about. I want to share with you a lot of times, but like I was saying earlier, I like to get things done before I invite other people into what I'm doing, and so I want to be competent in what I'm doing before I let you guys know. But a lot of stuff with that. And then also they want to start a podcast, which I'm really excited about, and they want me to be the host of that podcast. So that will be something that's really cool. Really, really cool. What's the next question? What's your favorite sneaker? I think right now it'd probably be, it's a tie between Adidas NMDs and like these Ultra Boosts, the Uncaged Ultra Boosts. I think it's a tie between those two. Biggest regret? it's not really a regret, but I wish I would have been more involved in college. I wish I would have gotten on campus more, been a part of more clubs, because in high school I was really, really involved, extremely involved. I was in a lot of different clubs. I played sports, I was in theater, I did a lot of different things. I always ran for things, ran for homecoming king, all that type of stuff. I won, just so you guys know. I know you're gonna question and ask me, but just stuff like that. And I've always been really, really, really involved. And so I wish I would have been more involved in college, because those opportunities and the networks that you build there and stuff like that, they last a lifetime. So I wish I would have done that. Not really regret, but I wish I would have done it. All right, here we go. What do you want to be remembered for? Really, Lester, that's a really good question. I think I want to be remembered for loving people. I want to be remembered for bringing people together, showing people that it's okay to love, and it's not weak. It's not oh, you love, you know what I mean? You know how guys try to be all tough and act like they don't love. And honestly, I'm not the most sensitive person. I'm really not the most sensitive person. But I do try to love. And so I think it's really, really important to just care for people, and I just hope that I can kind of leave a mark and show people that it's okay to smile, it's okay to be happy, it's okay to bring joy to other people's lives and to be a servant of others. I think it's a really important thing. So I think that probably pretty much sums up what I want to be remembered for. Here we go. Do you go to church in Houston, and if so, which one? Yes, I do. I go to Hope City pretty often. I actually go to a lot of different churches. I like to try different ones out, but Hope City is pretty much the one that I find myself boomeranging back to. So many questions. Would you consider making a separate channel just for covers? So I don't think so. And the reason why I don't want to make a separate cover or a separate channel just for covers is because I feel like my channel it's not really specific to one genre, and I don't want it to be specific to one genre. I want it to be specific around me and my desire to serve you guys, and my desire to entertain others, and my desire to share information. And I mean, if you want to watch the cover videos, you'll watch the cover videos. If you don't want to watch them, you won't watch them. And so I just feel like there's no need for me to really separate it, because the way that I'm trying to work this channel right now is just so that it's just a hub of what I can offer you guys, not necessarily anything else. And so that's my thought process on it. Any plans on competing within the next 2 years? No plans, but I mean, we'll see what happens. It might happen. If I can really dial out things and get my time management on point and, you know, get things ready, then I think that I would probably do it at some point. It'd be really cool. Where's the next YouTubers retreat and when? That's gonna be in New York City and Halloween weekend. And it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's all good, bro. And so it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm really, really excited about that. It's gonna be really good. Ooh, Yvette, getting hard, getting deep. What are your spiritual gifts, and how would you say you're using them now? I think some of my biggest spiritual gifts is I think that I'm just a very outgoing, spirited, genuinely like excited person, and I think that that's a huge gift of mine. And I think that I'm using that. I try to use YouTube as a platform for that. I try to use my day in the day life as a platform, and I really think that I'm helping people. I think that I'm doing something for others, and the more that you do that, the more you see in turn that people do the same for you. And I think it's a really special thing. That's a really good question. I really appreciate that. All right. So many questions, guys. Sorry, I'm trying to run through this. Hope this video isn't too long yet. I'm really trying to run through them. Are you and Christian Guzman Fitness still friends? But I don't even know where that question comes from. Of course, like best friends. Still wondering if pineapples go on pizza, question mark. I don't like pineapples on pizza. I don't remember ever talking about that in the video, but maybe I have, and so that's a really funny question. Are you and Amanda Bucci dating? Me and Amanda are not dating. We are just really good friends. We talk often, and yeah, she's just a really good friend of mine. Can you say something motivational to lighten everyone's day? Motivational quote of the day coming at you right now, dog. I think it is really important when things aren't going your way in life, when you feel like things aren't happening the way you want them to happen, when you feel like things are slower, not progressing, when you feel like things are digressing. I think it's really important to look at those things, look at those situations, and take that as a time to really just focus on bettering yourself, to really focus on growing yourself, and to making yourself, improving yourself, to make yourself better, to look at what you could have done better, to where you wouldn't be feeling like you're in the situation where you are right now, and then that will only poise you to move forward whenever the opportunities come to take you out of the place that you're in. And so that's something that I've been thinking about a lot lately, and I think that's a really good thing. Yeah. Really good thing. Good question, by the way. Just wanted to say, Rip Harambe. Hope this makes it in the video. I got you, bro. All right, Peter Harambe. Have a moment of silence, like Chris Jones says, for Harambe. Miss you, bro. Okay, here we go. Next question. Chill. I'm trying to do a Q&A. Chill. Can't do anything around here. We gotta address the Amanda Gucci situation. Just addressed it. What's going on with you and Amanda? We are just friends, guys. Just friends. That's the homie. Do you like Amanda Gucci? Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a lot of Amanda questions. Yeah, we're just friends, guys. Have you ever thought about the idea of dying? Are you afraid of dying? I have thought about dying for sure. Like, I mean, not like I want to die, but I've thought about it for sure. And I've always been like curious, like, how am I gonna die? Like, you know, like what's gonna happen? Like, am I gonna get in a car crash? Am I gonna be like saving someone? Am I just gonna die in my sleep? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, so that definitely is a question I think about. But I'm not afraid of dying. No, not by any means. When my time comes, it'll come, and hopefully I would have lived a life that I don't know, caters to my future there on out, and lived a life that I can be proud of, you know? Like, to where I can be satisfied, like not have to feel like, dang, this is how it ends, I'm not ready to die, like to where it'd be like, I can just smile about it, you know? So, not that I would ever want to die, but you know what I'm saying. Oh my gosh, don't read into it too much, you got me. Do you love me? If so, I love you too. Of course I love you, but you only love me if I love you? Dang, Guzman Fitness? Yeah, I love you, bro. Here's a question. What happened with you and Chelsea? I was gonna ignore this one, but you know I'm not gonna skip over it. What happened with you and Chelsea, and do you think you'll ever get back together? Nothing happened with me and Chelsea. I love her very, very much, and I never will stop loving her, ever, because she is a beautiful person and has contributed so much to my personal development, my growth, my life, everything. And nothing happened. Basically, we structured our relationship wrong. We started dating really, really young. I was 18, she was 17, I believe, and we spent too much time together. We didn't allow time for ourselves to grow mentally. We didn't allow time for ourselves to grow in our faiths, because we both are of faith. We did not allow time for us to both grow the way that we needed to grow. And so, from that, we realized that there needed to be a line of demarcation. There needed to be some separation to allow us the time to grow. Now, I don't know if we're ever gonna get back together. I'm 100% not opposed to it. Like, why would I be? And we'll see what happens. Like, I mean, whatever, man. I should be able to be honest with you guys about it. Like, we'll see what happens. And yeah, that's my little spiel on that. So, I was gonna ignore it, but you know what? Screw it. I addressed it. And on that note, I'm just gonna conclude this Q&A. So, appreciate you guys for watching. Appreciate you guys for listening, for joining me on this journey of Q's and A's. Hopefully this video wasn't too long. Hopefully I wasn't too boring. Hopefully I wasn't too, I don't know, repetitive or anything like that. Probably not gonna do any cuts. Probably just gonna upload this and let you guys watch it and enjoy it. I appreciate you guys. Remember, once again, tickets for the YouTubers Retreat New York City have gone on sale. You can check them out at theyoutubersretreat.com. I'll link it in the description. You guys can check it out. And I will see you in the next video. I love you. See you next time. Woo!